I go these days, there are a lot of ladies in charge. Lady Prime Minister, Lady Chairman. Honorable Minister, who in effect is my boss, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Communications. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to be in the audience with Trinidadians. I know that. And not to forget my guy and his friends if there are any here. You never run around. Yeah, I joined with Trinidad and Tobago, USA in celebrating, I understand, the 49th year of independence. And there was a problem with the hurricane, so that it was postponed. And also the 35th anniversary of Republic Day. And at the beginning I'll say that it is good that you remember Trinidad and Tobago. You have not forgotten the country of your birth. And as you struggle to make your life in the United States, it is good that you have taken time to remember the roots and where you came from. This morning I attended a mandir, and I also learned that my minister, my boss, is an excellent singer. I didn't know that before. I mean, I heard, but it was the first time I heard him, and it was significantly impressive. So this week, we are at the mission at the United Nations. This has been an important one. Under the leadership of our Prime Minister, Kamala Tassa, and the Honorable Minister, we at the United Nations, we have been promoting Trinidad and Tobago. The Minister led bilateral meetings with countries like Colombia, Panama, Costa Rica, Guatemala, Azerbaijan, Canada, Curacao. He also chaired meetings of the Commonwealth, and we held discussions with the African Union on things like energy. Why am I telling you all this? As citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, it is important that you understand that we are working to promote Trinidad at the United Nations so that we can stand and hold our own with the 192 other members of that body. I wish to say that on the first day, Trinidad and Tobago's delegation was led by no other person but our Prime Minister, the Honorable Kamala Tassa. And it was good to see her standing tall with the other leaders of the world, like the President of Brazil, Hillary Clinton of the United States, the leader of the European Union, of the United Nations Development Program, and UN Woman. And she was among them holding her own, and actually she was a leader. The truth is, the idea of the colloquium, the high-level meeting on women in participation in governance was her idea. And when she came to the UN last year, she indicated that she wanted to promote the role of women in governance. And guess what? The idea was actually co-opted, stolen by other countries. Her idea was co-opted by other leaders like Brazil and the United States. And they indicated that they wanted to join with us in promoting the idea of our leader, Kamala Tassa. So she also spoke on non-communicable diseases. And if you, that's heart diseases, cancers, high blood pressure, and respiratory diseases. These account for over 70% of the diseases in Trinidad and Tobago, and she wanted that on the global forum, which meant that the world bodies will address that issue, and as a consequence, they would address things like the cost of medicines for our citizens back home. So, gentlemen and ladies, we at the UN are working to promote Trinidad and Tobago. Our country is a blessed one. It is resource-rich. It is culturally diverse, where all religions and all peoples dwell together as one. As you are aware, the problem we had is crime. And our Prime Minister, with the state of emergency, she has taken the courageous act to declare a state of emergency so that we can put the criminals on the back foot and we can take back our country from those who want to create chaos and mayhem. So our challenge, like your challenge, is how can we work together to make this country beautiful, wealthy, prosperous. I would challenge you up here to not forget your people at home. And for that I would like to congratulate the organizers of TnT USA for bringing to, and I know the problems of getting Trinidadians together. When it comes to ideas, you have 1 million people. And when it comes to work, it boils down to 3 or 4. So for the 3 or 4 people who are working hard to make this thing to get to work, congratulations. Keep up the struggle. And at the end of the day, if we help one person back home, we would be doing something worthwhile. A lot of people up here talk a lot. Yeah? They pick up the American accent. You know things back here and how it's going, and then there are just problems back home. And when it comes to actually helping someone, you find them wanting. So all I ask you is to take your words and make it into action, right? And you can help your family. There's so many people who need assistance, people who lacking parents. And if you think about it, 550 persons got killed last year. Many of them are men who cannot take care of their children. So the children are growing up without a father. And I'm just asking you to be kind and to pass the thought on for that. So as we stand, let us work together to make our country great. Let us work together to make our country prosperous. And while you are here, any help that we can give you, the minister has indicated that both the consulate and the mission, we have to work to make you and serve your needs and to make your stay here useful and prosperous. So any help I can give you, my door is open. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you, congratulations. Keep up.